What's going on YouTube? It's Alex here back again, and this is just my new tank, well, not new, it's my old tank, but it's my new tankscape and substrate change, and it's all done. It looks amazing. I'm really happy with how everything's turned out. The jungle valve doesn't look like much at the moment, and the rotella doesn't seem to be, you know, so perky as it would normally be. But it's gonna grow, and it's gonna get good, and those Amazon swords are gonna get really big, and they're gonna spread, and they're gonna get bigger. And I'm really happy with how everything's turned out. It's looking really, really great. So if you haven't already, check out my video while where I showed you the tank when it was empty. So it's come a long way since then. Still got a lot of bubbles to get rid of. If anyone knows what those bubbles are, then let me know, because you know, like the bubbles that just stay on the substrate, on the glass, on the leaves of the plants when you know, like add water to a tank. I'm not sure what that is. So I've added a lot of stress zyme. I've added stress zyme as if it was a new tank. Obviously the filter is cycled, but nothing else in this tank is actually cycled, just the filter. So I'm relying on that for bacteria at the moment. I mean, obviously I've got cycled Biomax and sponges in that filter, so that's alright. And yeah, 50% of the water in that tank is old tank water. So the water I had in the fish in the blue big box container, that is that 50% of that went back into here to fill it up halfway, and the rest of it, another 50%, is fresh water which I treated with stress coat, and yeah, that's it really. So fish are doing all well. Neon Tetra is doing good. All 10 of them survived. 4 Corridorus, they're all doing fine. Swordtails are doing good. Siamese Algaes is doing good. Skirt Tetras are doing good. Ancistrus is doing good. Everybody's doing good, really. No deaths at all. I can't see any signs of stress at the moment. Whether the fish probably are quite stressed, but they haven't really shown any signs of being stressed, so I'm thinking everything's okay. I really like how I've put the bogwood. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to show you that a bit closer actually, because I just got this on my tripod at the moment. So yeah, substrate I'm using is black quartz gravel, and like I said, it gets these little bubbles on them. So there's the bogwood, how I've got it. This looks really nice, how I've got that bogwood. It's like lent on top of the other piece of bogwood, and I just dug it into the gravel. And I've got my rocks back in this tank, which I cleaned off with the steam cleaner, and that is some Rotella indicia or indicia, and more over the other side, more densely planted in the other side. Other rocks back here as well, and then at the front here I've got some crypts, and crypts the other side as well, and then at the back and over here as well, it's just a bit shorter, you can't see it. I've got jungle val or vallisneria. On the top of this I've got some java fern, which I haven't actually tied on, because I thought this wood has got so many grooves in it, I don't really feel the need I had to tie it on. So basically what I did is I just like wedged it, I don't know if you can see that, I just sort of wedged it in there, and I'm hoping that's going to sprout some leaves. I just literally wedged it right into one of those gaps, and I'm hoping that's going to get some roots on it and just anchor itself right down. So yeah, more densely planted jungle val back here. Over here I'm hoping it will make some runners at the back there. And then the best part of this tank for the moment is these Amazon swords. I got 2 bunches, and there are 2 plants in each bunch. They just look so amazing, these Amazon swords. I love them. Rotella's doing good. And a bit of the substrate came through, a bit of the plant substrate came through the gravel here. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay. That's the only place it has happened, and luckily it's protected by the plant, so unless the quarries get in there and really dig it up, which I'm hoping they don't, should be alright. So yeah, those Amazon swords are just so lush, and the roots on them are amazing, and I haven't really buried that very well, but it should grow down alright. Everything's just looking lovely, but it's not going to be that way for too long, because these crypts are going to melt away, this jungle val is going to melt away, and some of the rotala is going to turn a bit green, lose its red colour from being moved. So once I get the iron in there, once the plants get used to the tank and the substrate and everything, they'll start to grow. They're going to do really well because I'm using a host of Seachem products. I've got Flourish XL, Flourish Trace, Iron, and the regular Flourish plant fertilizer. So they're gonna be doing well. And in about a week's time, I'm going to be buying a pressurized CO2, either the Fluval CO2 88 kit, or another one from my local fish shop. So yeah, everything going good. Tell me what you think about the tank, tell me what you think about how it looks. I love this substrate, it just looks really amazing. See the plant substrate down there? That is just Tropica plant substrate. It's like a bit like compost, light coloured compost with some rocks in it basically. See it back there, and this jungle valve is going to do amazing from that substrate. So yeah, still got the I cleaned out that sponge and put it back on the intake to stop any fry getting sucked into the filter. And I'm hoping with this tank I'm now going to get a lot more breeding than I did, because I did have fry but there weren't very many hiding places for them, and conditions weren't great for the fry. So I'm hoping now that I've got so much more densely planted areas, these fry will be okay. So you'll be able to survive like in there or under that. There's like a little cave in that bogwood there, and yeah, once that jungle valve thickens up, I'm hoping they'll be able to survive a bit better. And I'm thinking of, in this little gap here, I actually have this table I'm sat on at the moment. This table here could just possibly go in that gap there, and then I can put that 10-gallon on it and get some fry tank going, because I've got a hang-on back filter which is doing nothing, and I've got a little internal filter which is doing nothing, which I could use. And if need be, I'd probably make it my own wet dry. It's surprisingly easy to make a wet dry filter, everybody, for you who doesn't know. Basically, you need those like plant trays, like when you're first growing seeds, or you're first growing a specific plant. You put them in those little black trays. Some of you know what I mean, and they have little holes in the bottom. And basically, what you want to do is you want to get a pipe, drill some holes in it all along, make a spray bar, either get a little internal filter or a power head, and then link up a tube to the spray bar which goes above your tank, link the other tube up to the power head inside the tank, fill the seed tray with like sponge, carbon biomax, whatever you want, it doesn't really matter, and then it will drain at the bottom back into the tank. So I might be doing something like that, because I quite like the idea of making my own stuff. It just usually goes really bad because I'm crap at making the stuff, so I don't know, we'll have to see. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Tell me what you think about this new tank. I'm really happy with it, so I hope you guys think it's nice. Obviously it will look better once that jungle valve's thickened up and grown a nice big curtain along the back, and once those Amazon swords have grown up there as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.